I'm so excited to talk to you today because we're going to be talking about some planetary things that are happening. Did you know, like, we have 6 planets in retrograde? I know. I am like, wow. I will say it kind of usually happens about every other year when Venus kind of joins everybody and goes in retrograde with everybody else. I think it's just trying to be cool, trying to hang out with the cool kids. But I will tell you, it's kind of interesting when this happens because there's usually so much energy at play. And I will kind of feel like the 2 that are going to be the most at play, or the ones that are going to affect most people, are going to be Pluto and Saturn. Pluto is all about things that we've kind of kept hidden, or things that we want to keep in the closet. And so those are kind of one of those interesting things. Like, all of a sudden you have people kind of coming out of the woodwork and making statements like, I knew this was going on, or this is changing, or this is happening. So it's kind of one of those, interesting. And so those are kind of the whistleblowers, people kind of just coming out, or I knew this person was having an affair, or I knew this person was cheating, or whatever it is. It's kind of just happens during that time frame with Pluto in retrograde. But it's one of those, now with all of them in retrograde, it's going to be coming back even more. Saturn is the one that I will say is usually the one that usually kind of overwhelms people, and because Pluto is all about karma, so we have a lot of karmic kickbacks, and so you'll see that I will say, like, when all of them are in retrograde, I will tell you, usually it's kind of more of a global thing, things coming out of the woodwork, things that have stars that have cheated, it'll come out, or now someone's cheating on them and they cheated on someone else, or someone did something wrong or something like that. So you kind of have more of that with Saturn in retrograde when they're all in retrograde. So that's kind of one of those interesting, but that's shifting. But we also have like Mercury in retrograde, and that's all about communication and our thinking. We have Venus in retrograde, so that's kind of asking us, like, what do we want to put our attention on, our values, our like what's going on our calendar, what are we valuing at this time frame. And usually what the things that we value the most are the things that we put on our calendar. Let's see, we've got Neptune in retrograde, and Neptune is really like affects our dreams, and with all of them in retrograde, you may have some dreams of like you getting retribution on someone else, kind of getting that karmic kickback, but you also may have someone kind of like pop forward with some stuff from the past. So that just kind of like interestingly comes up. I tell you, it really does affect people, but it's almost interesting. I almost like play the crossword puzzles, like this happened, and oh, that's this planet, and this happened in this planet. So I kind of really enjoy kind of like just watching the fireworks while this is all going on. So it's kind of keep your eyes open and see if you can figure out what planet is affecting that person or made something pop forward. Because like I said, they are going to be doing it. It is going to be happening, and it's not anytime soon. It's one of those, because once one pops out of retrograde, because probably Mercury, I think, is the next one to pop out of retrograde. So it's kind of like once that happens, there'll be another one. There'll be another one. So it's one of those, like, it'll kind of get lighter and easier as we go through the next couple weeks or so. But just so you know, we got 6 of them in retrograde right now. But see if you can figure out what came forward and what planet was affecting that person. That's one of my favorite things to do. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.